Hello everyone, how are you today? It is about 700 degrees in Sydney today. I know I say it's 700 degrees a lot, or it seems to be. Of late I have been saying that a lot. It may even be 800 degrees today, give or take. It's that hot that I actually was wearing a necklace and decided I had to take it off because that was making me hotter, and I don't know how I'm keeping this on right now. I might need to take it off later. But anyway, it's hot here. That's the moral of that story. So today I really wanted to talk about boundaries. I actually had a lovely lady ask me about boundaries over the weekend and how to establish them, how to keep them, and how to even figure out what they are. Well, that was what I got out of the question anyway. So that's why I posed the title of this live stream to be, by the way, say hello. If you're on live with me, say hello. I'd love to know who's here. Are you giving away your power unconsciously? Are you giving away your power every day without even knowing it? So boundaries can be all different things, or no, they can't be all different things. It's just that they can manifest in different ways. So every time you say yes to something that you actually want to say no to is squashing your boundaries. Every time you say no to something that you actually want to say yes to, that is also squashing your boundaries, because there are boundaries that you can establish for everything. You can have boundaries around, I want to make sure that I have fun every single day. And then, or my boundary is that I do something fun every single day. And then you say no to something that you actually want to say yes to, which is going to be really fun and really light you up. And the reason why is because you think that you have to do the washing or whatever it is. You think you have to do something, so you say no and you squish your boundaries on something that you really thought would be awesome and you would enjoy. So that's squishing boundaries. Every time you say yes to doing something that you really don't want to do is basically peeing on your boundaries. So how do you establish boundaries? What it really takes is getting really connected, deeply connected to your heart and your soul. So to me, what soul is your intuition. It's your higher self. It's your, I want to say it's your person, but it's not your person. It's your, hey Tess, mwah. It's your knowing. It's your inner knowing. So sit with yourself for a second. You can take a few deep breaths. You can close your eyes, but whatever it takes, really feel yourself drop down into your heart space. And you can ask yourself questions. This is what I do all the time. I'm basically always connected. I don't make any decisions, or at least not anymore. I used to make a lot of decisions from my head. And the decisions from your head, while yes, they can be useful at times, I'd be going with the decisions from your heart because they feel the best. They aren't necessarily logical, but they feel the best, and what counts is your feeling. So really sink down, sink into your heart space and ask a question. So say to yourself, do I really want to see person A today? You'll get an answer. It'll be yes or no. If it's a no, ask yourself why. Why do you not want to see person A today? Is it because they actually drain you when you'd prefer to be energized and uplifted when you're with your friends or your acquaintances? Is it because they constantly put you down? It doesn't really matter why, but there's a reason why you're getting that answer. So from the answer, getting a no, once you establish why, you're able to put boundaries around that decision. So maybe you do want to continue seeing person A. I'm going to go with a name. Who's person A? Bob. Maybe you do want to continue seeing Bob, Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Tess. I really appreciate that. Perhaps you do want to keep seeing Bob. There needs to be some boundaries around that. Now, they can be boundaries that you actually say and make public to Bob, or they can just be boundaries around your essential self. So what I've found has been really good is to write them down. When you're not super, oh, Bob's awesome, right? Bob's really cool. How good am I at coming up with names on the spot? Bob for the win. So I found writing them down is a really great idea, because once you've written it down, you can practice a little bit. You can practice saying it to yourself if you're not proficient at eliciting your boundaries, because sticking to your boundaries is a learnt art, and you also need to practice it. Especially us as women, we are not taught to have boundaries, and we're especially not taught to keep boundaries. So we're basically told to kind of do everything for everyone else and just like put everyone else first and make sure everyone else is attended to, and then maybe at the end there, hey Jess, maybe at the end there we can do something for ourselves, when really we need to actually attend to our own energy. We have to attend to our own selves. We have to attend to our own happiness first in order to really contribute to the world from any sort of place, and especially from a place of love. So when establishing boundaries, making sure that you making sure that they resonate with you. For one, they may feel uncomfortable, but they will resonate with you. They will make you feel safe. They will make you feel supported. They will make you feel loved. So write them down. Practice saying them to yourself. Practice saying them to the mirror. And if you do need to say it to the person, it can come from a place of love. It doesn't need to be the whole story. It might just be, and I'm not saying to lie, it might just be, rather than saying, you're an asshole and you call me names all the time or something like that, just perhaps it could be, hey, so I'm finding that I really need to conserve my energy at the moment, so I might not be as social for a little while. That's not slapping someone around the face with boundaries. Having said that, you are very much just stating what is working for you. So boundaries are such an important part of life. Basically, boundaries are sexy. I'm bringing everything back to being sexy. Self-responsibility is sexy. Boundaries are sexy. All these things are sexy, right? Sexy is becoming my new awesome word. Everything is sexy. So boundaries are sexy. They require practice, and they really do require courage. They require you to be brave. They require you to give zero fucks as to whether someone actually likes you for it or not. Regardless of whether somebody likes you for it, they will respect you for it. And I'm not saying that it feels nice to not be liked. Having said that, you need to set the bar for yourself, because if you're not setting the bar for yourself, somebody else will be setting the bar for you. And basically that's just handing over control of your life to someone else that does not necessarily have your best interests at heart. So the keys that I want to really get across in this video is, if you are giving away your power every day without, amen, Jess, absolutely. Boundaries are sexy and they do require consistent attention. And perhaps consistent tweaking as well. Like perhaps a boundary works for you right now and in 2 weeks it won't work for you. That's actually something that I really like to, it's basically my MO. Just insert a situation, insert a food, insert a whatever. This works for me until it doesn't. And that's really giving yourself permission to change and grow and evolve, because there's no need to stay stuck in any form of behavior that you do, in any beliefs that you have, in any food regime that you eat, any exercise regime, whatever it is. There's no need to stay if it doesn't feel like it works for you anymore. It does not mean you're flaky, it just means that you've evolved and you've changed. So exactly, zero attachment to it staying forever. I love it, totally. So the main things that I wanted to get into this video is, 1, boundaries are sexy. 2, they take attention, they take tweaking, and they take courage to actually do. They take practice. Write them down at the start. It's a reminder for you that you're putting yourself first. And it, to be honest, it really, until it becomes second nature, because it really will, it'll be hard at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, because you're not used to it. But most things, when you're not used to it, require a little bit extra attention at the beginning. So when you do say something to someone, or when you do elicit a boundary, I'm fully serious about this, give yourself a pat on the back, whether it's like literally a pat on the back, or you just say to yourself, yes, because you put yourself first. And it's really setting the bar, because once you start putting yourself first, everyone else will understand. And it also inspires other people to treat themselves with that amount of respect as well. And that's something that I really want to get across too. It's not just about being a bitch or an asshole or whatever and just being like, that doesn't work for me. It's not about that. It's about coming from a place of self-respect and self-love. So I hope this video has been useful to you guys, and I'd really love for you to you know, write down some boundaries that you'd love to maybe elicit for yourself. It can be something really small, like making sure, or just, I go to bed by 10 o'clock every night. Why? Because I feel a lot better when I get up in the morning. That might be a boundary for you. I'd love for you to share. Feel free to write in the comments. I'd love to know. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I hope it's nowhere near as hot for you guys as it is here. Not that I'm complaining, because I love hot. I would definitely love hot over cold, so I am totally happy here, but I am gonna go find a fan. So I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I will speak to you all really soon. Mwah! Bye!